while since you felt like this. Been a while since you felt like this. Been a while since you felt like this. There must be something wrong. I guess I found out. Been a while since you
Well, folks, we're doing it again. Welcome back to All the Feelings. This is a special episode just for Feeling Friends. Feeling Friends, we love you. You complete us. We love you, and we're in love with you. And what are we doing this time, Pete, in this credenza of regret that we have created?
No, you should not even have done the intro. You should not have done the intro and tossed to me. Why? Because this was your idea. And I want you to celebrate the idea in all its glory. You introduced me not only to the concept, but to the store, which is in my backyard. And I'm a huge fan. So please, why? What are we doing?
I feel like pads are fighting and it's very uncomfortable. Am I not supposed to talk yet?
No, you can talk, and trust us, this is a part of it. This is like podcast foreplay. Don't worry about it.
This is
then it's sexy. Okay.
This is in our long hallowed line of consumable, I think that's what we call them, consumable episodes, where we challenge each other to eat or drink regrettable things. In the past, let's see, it started with the Heinz saucy sauce.
That was the worst
collection
one.
Where very easily mixed condiments that they mixed for us and then made horrible. And then next was hot sauce.
Was the next one? Next one was not hot sauce.
Canned alcoholic beverages.
Canned alcoholic beverage. And joining us for that for the first time and for every consumable sense, ladies and gentlemen, give it up for the Man Cave's own Mando Calrissian and Mandy Kaplan. Say hi, Mandy.
Hi. And it's so funny because I'm known notoriously as a picky eater, and so, and there's a lot of stuff I don't try or drink. And
you
yet
just
here
eat
I
all the
am,
crap we throw
time
at you.
after time.
You threw yourself in.
I did.
So that was canned liquor that was horrible. And then we did hot sauce, which was probably the most successful
Fantastic.
Yes,
version that we
I
had.
Learned a lot about myself. I grew in that episode.
It was between the, well, here, I'll save that. And then it was just the last one, the dips.
I believe that was the dips, the shelf-stable.
Then we did shelf-stable, stomach unstable dips that you find in Kroger's across the universe. That was a real bad news-a-thon. And officially, the thing I was explaining to Mandy's wonderful husband, Jer, about this upcoming one, and just sort of learning, because we do this, spoiler alert, we're recording this at 10:30 in the morning, and no matter what we pick, it really just changes your day, right? Whatever you thought you were doing or had planned, like once I was kind of ill, once I was legitimately day drunk, once I had like 15 tater tots before noon, and my body was like, are we in trouble?
You're about to pop an ulcer. No,
are we running from someone?
Right. There's been some, I don't know why we do this at 10:30 in the morning. I was thinking the exact same thing. It was lining up these bottles of soda. What is going to be my gastrointestinal situation starting at, say, 12:30? Like, what's going to happen next? I don't know.
So yes, as he just said, today we all took a trip into our Portland or Burbank, or I don't remember where I went, trips to Rocket Fizz. If you don't have a Rocket Fizz in your town, you should get one.
Get one.
It's like a novelty candy shop where it has tons of weird old candy that doesn't exist or is expired, and then international candy. And then it is also bills itself as a candy and soda shop because it's got hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of weird sodas. And so we thought, I'm thinking that this might finally wash the taste of those dips from months ago out of my mouth. We are doing 7 sodas starting from normal and old to, oh no, what are they doing? And they shouldn't.
To the one with Osama bin Laden looking. Spoiler alert, sorry.
There's a weird hot sauce and weird soda crossover that when we get to number 5, to seal you later, a wonderful SEAL Team 6 pun about a long dead terrorist. We'll get to that because there's a weird thing. And the best part about seal you, well, we'll get to it. So, Peter, do we have any thoughts moving forward about hopes, dreams? Do we want to just real quick, because you're just going to release the first part of this to some people, why don't I just say the 7 sodas? So,
you're on a roll. Do it.
Am I talking a little too much? I'm already caffeinated.
It's some really hot Tommy Tuesday energy, and I love it. I'm here for every bit of it.
We are starting with, and Peter will later have information about each of these. We're
Wait,
starting
wait a
with.
minute. Stop a second. You've now several times called me Peter.
Yeah. It's weird.
Do you call me Peter? Is that
I
a
call you
thing
all sorts of things.
I
I've
feel
called
like
you-
my mother is calling me right now.
Do you want me to call you Peterita?
That's more familiar than you calling me by my given name. Amanda, stop it.
Yeah.
So we are
Okay.
starting with arguably one of the first sodas ever. It's called MOXIE. We're following it up with SPRECHER, SPRECHER, I believe, root beer. And the reason there's
SPRECHER.
There's 9,000 root beers in Rocket Fizz, but the manager that Pete accosted in Portland said that this was maybe the best one. One of the best ones.
Yeah, and massive shout out to Kristen at Rocket Fizz and Kristen's day old hired employee whose name suddenly I forget because I had a giant box of sodas in my hand and I didn't write it down. But Kristen, huge help in learning about these things and the history of these sodas, and definitely said the SPRECHER fire brewed root beer is the best-selling, made with honey, best-selling root beer in the store historically. So thought that would be interesting to try.
Perfect choice. No shout out to the young man that tried to help me, and I had to spell root for root beer. We were not doing great. He was the opposite of whoever you had in my
Very
store.
rough.
Yeah, he would look up something and he says, "I think we have it," and then proceed to walk around the entire store in
But he was a very good
counterclockwise
kisser.
order. He was wonderful.
Yeah.
So his kisses were carbonated. Number 3, we have Lester Fixins. Is that right? What's the name?
Lester's Fixins.
Lester's Fixins. It's a whole line of sodas based on desserts and other foods. And this, we are going to be trying key lime pie, which just looking at, I'm getting a real Faygo kind of vibe from it.
Well, and this is one of 2 of Lester's Fixins lines that we are going to be
Melba's
doing today.
Fixins. And there's a sweet little old lady instead
You're
of
right.
Lester.
You're right. The key lime, the pie line is Melba's Fixings.
There she is.
The meal line that we're trying later is Lester's. Lester's taste was compromised, I think, compared to Melba.
Coming up on number 4, we have our first and potentially only international version. It's called, how do you want to pronounce that R word?
It's RAMUNE.
Oh, RAMUNE. Oh, because you speak, right? It's RAMUNE grape, and there's actually an activity involved with that one, which we will explain to you.
Fun.
Number 5 was the aforementioned incredibly patriotic soda called Seal Ya Later. The tagline is "Knock Knock, Who's There, America," which is not even classic joke structure. And there's a picture of Osama bin Laden. There's no description of what the soda tastes like, except in the bottom, I believe, left hand, it just says pure cane sugar.
I think that's what it is. It's just liquid sugar. And on the other side, where the flavor would be, there is in small print, it just says "the end." I think that's
shit.
that means.
Does. Oh, sorry. And he's got very big googly eyes. Osama has clearly had a lot of this soda.
Oh, a lot of this soda. He was found drinking it.
So it is in an amber brown bottle, but when you hold it up to the light, I can't tell what color it is.
That's part of
we may never know,
thing,
right? It's like just simple syrup. That's really what it is.
SEAL Team 6 had black helicopters for a reason. They don't fly in on like pink helicopters. You don't want to know what's coming.
That's a good point.
Number 6 of please.
No, I was going to say, now we get back to Lester's Fixins.
This is Lester's Fixins. This is when things take potentially a hard left turn into Regret Town. This is buffalo wing sauce flavored soda.
I can't wait.
We actually
I'm going to start with that one.
There's a ton of different ones, and we picked this one literally with you in mind, Mandy, because there's so many different ones, and we're like, well, she loves hot wing sauce. Was there no blue
cheese soda?
No.
We might not have dug hard enough. That wouldn't have surprised me.
Tommy and I enjoy our blue cheese with our buffalo wing sauce. So.
Yep. And then finally, the coup de grace. I don't know what that means. We have toxic waste slime liquor. It's called Super Sour Soda, and the toxic waste bin on the front of it, I don't have them in front of me. They're down in this cooler, but I believe, haven't they anthropomorphized and he's licking his own toxic waste lips? Is that true?
Yeah, I believe he is licking it looks like a deodorant. It looks like he's licking some sort of a roll-on
deodorant.
Yeah.
Great.
But
this
he
is known
is in
as
the shape
deodorant
of a mushroom cloud. right?
Oh, good.
Like he is a sour mushroom cloud of toxin. And the flavor that we got it's in a clear bottle. It is bright blue, and it's called Blue Raz, which,
Sour
as everybody
soda.
knows, doesn't exist in nature.
No,
There's nothing about this that
neither
exists
the color,
in nature.
the word Raz, none of that.
Yeah.
So that's it. What do we have any predictions on what we're going to like and not like?
Can I make a general statement about
Please.
your restraint as you do this? I want to crack these open right now and start chugging and see what they're all like. And you guys are very restrained, and
We are what's known
polite
as
society versus a total white trash heathen. I'm just
we're real lily gilders. We're seeing if we can if we can space this off so much, we convince you to make a suicide where you just pour them all into one big bowl,
all of them
and
in.
drink them all at once.
I think we should
again.
I think potentially we should do that at the very end. Pour a teeny bit of each one in one glass, and I'll try it. Classic fountain soda suicide.
Classic
time. Just think
suicide.
about it. We'll see.
All right.
I'm going to do the I took a sip.
throw it over your shoulder. Hits my dog in the face.
Tom's going to take a drink and then just let it fall out of his mouth again. It's going to be great.
Yes.
Oh, no, it's Pete again. He's doing that thing where there's a show and it's happening and it's fine. Everything is fine. And then this whooshy sound happens and some music, and Pete's back to just tell us that you can't listen to the rest. You can't hear the rest of the show. That's right. I'm back to say all of that because this was a member bonus episode, and the members get to hear all of the fizzy delights with this episode. You get to hear about how good the Sprecher root beer was and how bad some other things also were. It was a really fun episode, and we love doing these episodes, especially as we, kind of while away our hiatus as we prepare for our next season. When is that next season? Well, it's coming right up. We only have one more hiatus episode, and then we are digging in to all the feelings, the sins and virtues. And we're really excited about that. We've been talking a lot about it. We're really gearing up very, very soon on building out those outlines and getting that show going. So if you haven't thought about it yet, or if you're thinking about it, now is a great time to support the show, to become a feeling friend, to jump in for, $35 for the year. And it does renew annually at $25 to continue supporting us as we do the show. You can join us for the live streams by connecting to our Discord server. You can jump in and chat with us. We would love to have you there. We love doing this show. It's one of the most fun things we do because we're sad people. But it happens, thanks to your support. So check it out, allthefeelings.fun. That's a real website, allthefeelings.fun. You can go there. .fun is real. Don't worry about it. And then you can sign up and become a feeling friend, and then you will support us, and you'll get access to all of the back episodes, any of the member stuff that you missed this season and seasons past. Plus, that's the only place to find our trailer library if you're a member, because, the trailers come out. We put a lot of work into those trailers, little bite-sized 5-minute bits of theater. And those go away at each season. So, check it out. Check out those trailers by becoming a Panic Pal today. Allthefeelings.fun. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much for your support. If you haven't supported yet, water's warm. Jump in. See you next month.